Good evening, students. How are you all? Welcome to the next session of arithmetic progression. So, we had started with the nth term of the arithmetic progression, and we'll continue with the same today. So, let us quickly revise whatever we discussed in the previous class. So, we had discussed about the arithmetic progression. Now we know how to identify the common difference, how to identify the first term, and also we have learned how to solve the nth term. So, for an arithmetic progression, the nth term, the formula is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this an represents the nth term, a represents the first term, and d is the common difference. So we had discussed a few questions in the previous class based on this particular formula. Now, coming to the next question we have. So this I am discussing the second exercise of NCERT that's given on page number 106. We completed last time till question number 6. Now I am starting with question number 7 given on page number 106. So question number 7, find the 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 38 and 16th term is 73. So find the 31st term. We have to solve for A31. That means we need to solve for A plus 30D here. A plus 30D. I'm using the formula AN is A plus N minus 1D. So if it's A31, it would be A plus 1 less here. It's 31 here. We'll write 30D here. A plus 30D. So in order to solve for the 31st term, we need to have the first term and the common difference. Find the 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 38. So we know that the 11th term is 38 and the 16th term is 73. 16th term here is 73. Now this A11 can be written as A plus 10D and this is 38, and A16 can be written as A plus 15D, that is 73. So these are two equations which we have. These are linear equations in two variables, A and D. From here, we can solve for A and D using elimination method or substitution method, whatever we are comfortable with. So I'll be using here elimination method. So I'm writing the first term here, and below that, I'm writing the first equation here, and below that, I'm copying the second equation. As it is, I'm copying the second equation. Now here I am going to subtract these two equations since I want to get rid of this A. A minus A will get cancelled. 10D minus 15D will give us minus 5D, and 38 minus 73. 38 minus 73 is going to give us minus 35. So this D here is 7. So we have got here D. That's the common difference here as 7. Now we are going to take this D is equal to 7 and we are going to put it in either in the first equation or second equation. Any one of these we can put. So that's how we are going to get A. So here I am going to put D is equal to 7 in the first equation. So we put it here. We will get A plus 10 into 7 is equal to 38. This will go on the other side and we will get A is equal to 38 minus 70. So A would be minus 32 here. A is minus 32 here and D is 7. Now in the question we have been asked to solve for the 31st term, that is A31. A31 we need to solve for, that is A plus 30D. We now know A is minus 32 and then we also know that D is 7. So we'll replace this by 7. We will get A31 as minus 32 plus 210. So A31 is minus 32 plus 210. We'll solve this. We'll subtract 32 from 210. We will get here 8 and this will give us 7, 178. So the 31st term here is 178. I hope students this question is clear to all of you. Now coming to the next one. Just give me 1 minute. Now we'll solve the next question. That's question number, it's given as question number 8. An AP consists of 50 terms, of which third term is 12. This is, wait a minute. So we were discussing this one. This we have completed. Coming to the next one. An AP consists of 50 terms, of which third term is 12. So A3 is 12 and the last term is 106. It has 50 terms. So the last term would be the 50th term, that is 106. Find the 29th term. Now AP consists of 50 terms. Third term is 12. So A3 is 12. That means we can write A plus 2D is equal to 12. And the last term is 106. That means the 50th term is 106. So A plus 49, A plus 49D is equal to 106. We have to solve for the 29th term. We have to solve for the 29th term. That means we need to solve for A plus 28D. In order to solve for the 29th term, we need to have A and D. So this one is similar to what we did in the previous question. These are two equations which we have. We are going to write them one below the other. A plus 2D is equal to 12. A plus 49D is equal to 106. And then we will subtract these two in order to get rid of A. So we are going to subtract. We'll mention here that we are subtracting. On subtracting, A minus A will disappear. It will become 0. 2D minus 49D will become minus 47D. And this will become minus 94. 12 minus 106 will give us minus 94. So D would be minus 94 upon minus 47. That is 2. So here D is 2. Now we have got D as 2. We are going to pick up this value and we are going to put it in the first equation. We can put it in the second one also. That's okay. I'm putting this in the first equation because I want my calculations to be simple. So here the first equation is A plus 2D is equal to 12. I have D as 2. So I'm going to replace this D by 2 and I'm going to get here A plus 4 is equal to 12. We can take this on the other side. We will get A is equal to 12 minus 4. So we have A as 8. Now we have got A 8 and D as 2. So A is 8 and D is 2. We can put the values here and accordingly we will solve for the 29th term. So here 29th term is A plus 28D. We have got A as 8 and then we have D. We've already solved 2. That's 2 here. So this is 8 plus 28 into 2. That is 56 here. So 8, 29. 29th term here is how much? It is 50. This would be 64. So the 29th term here is 64. And that is what was asked in the question. Find the 29th term of the AP. Now let us discuss the next one. If the third and the ninth terms of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of the AP is 0? Which term of the AP is 0? We know that the third term is 4 and we know that the ninth term is minus 8. Now we need to solve we need to actually check which term of the AP is 0. Let us take the nth term to be 0. So we need to solve for n here. We know that the third term is 4. We know ninth term is minus 8. Which term of the AP is 0 means we have taken nth term of the term of the AP as 0. So an is 0. This can be written as A plus 2D is equal to 4. And this can be written as A plus 8D is equal to minus 8. Now, in the same way as we did in the last two questions, we are going to solve for A and D first. So, let's name this as equation 1 and equation 2. We have A plus 2D is equal to 4. Then we have A plus 8D is equal to minus 8. And we can subtract these two so that we get rid of this A. When we subtract, we have to get, we are going to reverse the signs. So we are subtracting. A minus A will become 0. 2D minus 8D will become minus 6D. 4 plus 8 will become 12 and D is minus 2. Now this d is minus 2. We'll put it in the first equation in order to solve for a. So a plus 2d is equal to 4. That's the first equation we have. We are going to replace this d by minus 2. So we will get here a minus 4 is equal to 4. This minus 4 we will take on the other side and we will get a as 4 plus 4. So we have a as 8. A is 8 here. Now a is 8 and d is minus 2 we have already got. So we'll write it here a 8 and d minus 2. Now we have taken the nth term as 0. Nth term is 0 and from here we need to solve for n. So we will write this as a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0. A is 8 plus n minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to 0. 8 I am going to take on the other side and I will get n minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to minus 8. This minus 2 I am going to take on the other side and I have n minus 1 is equal to minus 8 upon minus 2. So we have n minus 1 is equal to 4. We can take this minus 1 on the other side. We have n as 5. N is 5. That means the fifth term here is 0. Fifth term of the given AP is 0. N is 5. That means A5 is 0. Fifth term of the given AP is 0. I hope students this question is clear to all of you. Now coming to the next one. This is quite simple. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. The 17th term of the AP exceeds the 10th term by 7. The difference between the 17th and the 10th term is 7. That is what the statement means. 17th term exceeds the 10th term means this 17th term is bigger than the 10th term. So A17 minus 8m, the bigger one minus the smaller one. The difference is given to us as 7. We have to solve for the common difference. So this one is quite simple. We can write A17 as A plus 16d. And we can write this A10 as A plus 9d. That is equal to 7. Now this minus we are going to take inside the bracket. We will get A plus 16d minus A minus 9d is equal to 7. Minus A and plus A will get cancelled. So we have 16d minus 9d is equal to 7. That is, we have 7d is equal to 7. So we can then say that d is 1. The common difference in this case is 1. I hope students this question is clear to all of you. Now the next term, next question, which term of the AP 3, 15, 27, 39 and so on will be 132 more than its 54th term. So the AP is given to us. We know that the AP here is 3, 15, 27, 39 and so on. A is 3 and the common difference here, as we can see, the difference between 3 and 15 is 12. And as the numbers are increasing, so D is positive 12. Which term of the AP? So we don't know a particular term. Let's take it as nth term. This term, which term of the AP? The nth term of the AP will be 132 more than the 54th term. So nth term, the one which we have taken is bigger one and 54th term is the smaller one. This is 132 more than the 54th term. So I can say that the nth term minus the 54th term is 132. Nth term minus the 54th term is 132. So we have here A plus n minus 1 into D here. And then this is A plus 53D. That's equal to 132. Now this minus we are going to take inside the bracket. We will get A plus n minus 1 into D minus A minus 53D equal to 132. Now we have A minus A, this will get cancelled. And then we have n minus 1 into D minus 53D is equal to 132. We can take this D common and we will have n minus 1 minus 53 is equal to 132. Now we've simplified this. We can also take this minus 1 and minus 53 together. This will become minus 54. So we have d times of n minus 54 is equal to 132. Now we already know that d is 12. So I'm going to, I've simplified this to the maximum, like I cannot simplify it further. So now I'll put the value of d. That's 12. This we had already calculated right in the beginning. So we have 12 times of n minus 54 is equal to 132. Take this 12 on the other side and this will get divided. N minus 54 is equal to 132 over 12. And this can be written as n minus 54 is equal to 11. If you simplify this, you're going to get here 11. This 54 we are going to take on the right hand side. It will become plus 54. So this is 11 plus 54. So n here is 65. This means 65th term of the given AP will be 132 more than its 54th term. So we can just write thus required term is 65th term. It's the 65th one. So 65th term of the AP will be 132 more than its 54th term. Since in the question they're asking us which term, we'll just say 64th term. If in the question they ask us to solve for the term, we will also solve for A65. Now, in this question, we have two APs. They have the same common difference. The difference between their 100th terms is 100. What is the difference between their 1000 terms? So we have two APs. Let us take the APs as A with the first term of the AP as A and the common difference as D. And here I am taking the second AP where I am taking the first term as capital A and the common difference as D. Now please notice I have taken the first term as small a and capital A because I don't know whether they are same or different. So I will assume them to be different. But then I know that the common difference of both the terms, they are the same. So that's why I've denoted both of them by small d. That means I mean that the common difference is the same. The nth term of this AP I'll denote by small a and this by capital A. This is nth term of the second AP. This is nth term of the first AP. Now two APs have the same common difference. The difference between the 100th term is 100. That means A100 minus A100 is equal to 100. That is A plus 99D minus A plus 99D equal to 100. So we have here A plus 99D. We can take this minus inside. We will get minus A minus 99D is equal to 100. These two will get cancelled and then we have A minus capital A is equal to 100. That's the first equation. I just name, this is a relation which I've got between both the first terms here. I'll just keep it aside and I'll be using this in the next step. Now we have to solve between the difference between the 1000th terms. That means we need to solve for A1000 minus A1000, the difference between the 1000 terms. So this can be written as A plus 999D minus A plus 999D. So we have here A plus 999D minus A minus 999D. So we can cancel out these two and then we have A minus A. That is A minus A we have. Now please notice A minus A we've already taken as 100. So that is 100. That is 100 that we have solved from the first equation. So from here we can say that the difference between the 1000 terms is 100. The difference between the 1000 terms here is 100. I hope students this question is clear to all of you. Yes. Okay. Now coming to the next question we have. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? So we don't know the AP here. We have to solve for the AP. So in order to solve for the AP here, we have to, first of all, please read the question again. How many 3-digit numbers? So we just have to consider the 3-digit numbers. We will solve for the first 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. That's where the AP is going to start with. So let us take 100 here. It's a 3-digit number, but it's not divisible by 7. We only want the numbers which are divisible by 7. So we'll first divide this by 7. Let us see what do we get here. Now we are going to get here 1, and then we have 7, 30, then we have 4, and then we have 28, 2. So here we have 100 minus 2, that is 98. 98 is a 2-digit number, it's not a 3-digit number. So if I add 7 to this 98, if I take this 98, I add 7 to it, I will get 105. This is the first 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. So I know my AP starts from 105. The next one is 112. The next one is 190, and so on like this. Now I need to look for the last 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. The greatest 3-digit number, the last one is 999. Let's see whether it is divisible by 7. Now the 7 ones are 7, and we will get here 2. Then we have 29 here. We will get here 4, and then 28 here, and then we'll get 19 again. Again we will divide this by 2. 14 here, and then we'll be left with 5. That's the remainder here. 5 is the remainder here. So if I take 999 here and I subtract 5, the remainder from here, I will get 995. 999 minus 994. I'm going to get 994 here. Okay, so I'll get here 994. That's the last 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. So that's how we get an AP. We've got an AP here, 994 we have got. Now coming to the, now we have been asked to solve for how many 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. So I'll just write the AP again clearly. 105, 112, 119, and then we have 994. So clearly this is an AP where the first term is 105 and the common difference is 7. Every time we are adding 7 to get the next term. Now we need to solve how many terms. So I'm going to take the last term here as 994. That's the nth term. I'll take 994 as the nth term, and now I'll solve for n. So this is a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 994. A we will replace by 105, and n minus 1 we have, then we have d as 7, that is 994. This we are going to take on the other side and it will get subtracted. So we have 994 minus 105. So let's solve this one. We'll get here 994 minus 105. We are going to get here, I think 800 and, we'll get here 889. 889. Now 7 I'm going to take on the other side. It will get divided. So I'll get n minus 1, 889 over 7. So let us simplify this. We will get here 1, and then we will get here 2, 7. So n minus 1 is equal to 127. Minus 1 we'll take on the right hand side, and we will get 127 plus 1. So n is 128. So that means the 128th term here is 994, which is actually the last term here. That means there are 128 terms in the given AP. There are 128 terms in the given AP. That means there are 128 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. So I'll just quickly repeat this. We're going to first solve for the first 3-digit number divisible by 7. So we can divide 100 by 7 and we'll get from here 105. 98 we have got. We've added 7 to it to get a 3-digit number. Now 999 we have divided by 7 and we've got 5 as the remainder. We have subtracted 5 here from 999 and we've got 994. That's the last 3-digit number divisible by 7. Now like this we have got this AP which has the first term 105 and the common difference 112. Now we have taken the nth term as the last term as we are looking for the number of terms here. From here we have replaced a by 105, d 7. We have simplified this and we have solved it. We've got n as 128. That means the 128th term here is 994. That means there are 128 terms in the given AP which are divisible by 7. Now if you've not understood, we'll do a similar question of this type. How many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? How many multiples of 4? If we start from 10, it is not correct because 10 is not a multiple of 4. Just after 10, we have 12, which is a multiple of 4. The next multiple of 4 would be 16. Then we have 20 and so on. Now let us see the last number, which is a multiple of 4, just before 250. 250 is not a multiple of 4. Just before 250, it would be 248. This you can do orally also. If you cannot do, you can just take this 250 and you can divide it by 4. And then subtract the remainder. You can do like this also. So 248 is the last number, which is a multiple of 4. Clearly, this is an AP where A is 12 and the common difference is 4. And we know that the nth term here is 248. We actually not know. We have taken the nth term as 248 and here we have to solve for n. If I get the nth term, if I get the value of n, that is how I'm going to get the number of the number of multiples of 4 which lie between 10 and 250. So I've taken the nth term as 248. I know A is 12. I know D is 4. I'm going to now solve for n. So an is 248. That is A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 248. And we will take A as 12 and D is 4 here. And this is 248. We can take this 12 on the other side. It will get subtracted. So we will get here n minus 1 into 4. That is 248 minus 12. So if you solve this, you will get 236. So we have n minus 1 into 4 is equal to 236. Take this 4 on the other side. We will get 236 upon 4. So n minus 1 is 59. N minus 1 is 59 here. We can take this minus 1 on the other side. We will get n as 60. So there are 60 multiples. We've got n as 60. There are 60 multiples of 4 between 10 and 240. So I'll just show you this once more. So we have here 59 we have taken, and that means A is 60, and we have got a 60. That means the 60th term is 248. That means there are 60 multiples of 4 between 10 and 200 and this is 250. To 60 multiples between 10 and 250. Is this clear to all of you? Okay, you will get similar questions in the exam also. And I think there is one example also there in NCERT, a similar one. I'll just check the example. We have one of these. That's on page number 103, example 7. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So you can refer that also. It's quite similar to the question which we have discussed just now. Now determine the AP whose third term is 16. Determine the AP whose third term is 16. So we have the third term as 16 and the seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. The seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. So seventh term is bigger than this fifth term and the difference between these two is 12. So this is A plus 2D is equal to 16. This is A plus 6D. I'm replacing this A7 by A plus 6D. And A5 I'm writing as A plus 4D. This is equal to 12. We need to solve for the AP. We need to, in order to determine the AP, we need to have the first term and we need to have the common difference. Now I have written here A plus 6D minus A plus 4D is equal to 12. Now this is A plus 6D minus A minus 4D is equal to 12. I'm just trying to simplify this. This will get cancelled. 6D minus 4D will give us 2D is equal to 12. So D is 6. Now this D is equal to 6. We can put it here. So we will get A plus 2 into 6 is equal to 16. That is A plus 12 is equal to 16. So we have A as 4. Now we've got the first term 4. We've got the common difference 6. Now we can write down the AP. So we have to start from 4. That's the first term. The common difference here is 6. We add 6 to it. We will get how much? We will get here 10. Then we'll again add 6. We'll get 16. We will again add 6. We are going to get 22 and so on. So this is the AP. 4, 10, 16, 22 and so on. So this one was quite easy. Now let us discuss the next question. For what value of n are the nth term of two APs 63, 65, 67 and so on, and 3, 10, 17 and so on, they're equal. So I'll just write down the AP, the first one, 63, 65, 67 and so on. So here the first term is 63 and the common difference is 2. Then we have 3, 10, 17 and so on. So here the first term is 3 and the common difference is 7. For what value of n are the nth term of these two APs equal? That means an is equal to an. An is small an is denoting the nth term of this AP. Capital An is denoting the nth term of this AP. Now I need to solve for n. Please notice the n is the same because for what value of n are the nth terms of these two APs? They are the same. Now let us solve this. I'll write this as a plus n minus 1 into d, and this one I'll write as capital A plus n minus 1 into d. Now we are going to write here, we'll put the values here. So we can, we'll write here 63 plus n minus 1 into d, that is 2. And this is 3 plus n minus 1 into 7. Now if we take this 3 on the other side, we will get 63 minus 3. And I'm taking this entire term on the right hand side. So I will get here n minus 1 into 7 minus n minus 1 into 2. So we can write this 63 minus 3 as 60. And from the right hand side, we can take this n minus 1 common. So we have this n minus 1 common, and then we have 7 minus 2. The 7 minus 2 will be left with 7 minus 2. So we have 60 is equal to n minus 1 into 5. This 5 I can take on the other side, and we will get 60 divided by 5, that is n minus 1. So we have here 12 is equal to n minus 1. So n finally is 13. So 13th term of both the APs, they are same. 13th term of both the APs, they are equal. Okay, now just give me 1 minute. Now we'll discuss one more question and then we'll wind up. Now we are done with this question, the 13th term one, and then question number 15. Up till question number 15 we have done. Now we'll do question number 16. That's the last question given on page number 106. Last question given on page number 106. So if you have your NCERT, you can refer that. Otherwise, I'll show you to you here also. So we have discussed this one, we have just discussed. Let's discuss one more. Find the 20th term from the last. So this one is quite important. Please notice 20th term from the last. We don't have, usually we count the terms from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first term, second term, third term and so on. Here we have to solve for 20th term from the last. Very, very easy technique we have here. This is the AP which we have. Here the first term is 3. But since we want to solve the 20th term from the last, we will take the last term as the first term. So we'll just reverse the AP actually. I'm reversing the AP. I'm starting from 253 and so on, 13, 8, 3 like this. So we are reversing the AP. We are taking the last term as the first one. And the common difference here is positive 8. We'll reverse the sign. We will make it negative 5. Sorry, it's positive 5. We'll make it negative 5. So we have to take the last term as the first term in this case. And for the common difference, we will reverse the sign. So if it's negative, we will make it positive. If it's positive, we'll make it negative. Here, the common difference is positive 5. We'll make it negative 5. Now we will solve for the 20th term. The 20th term is 820. That's given by A plus 19D. That is 253 plus 19 into minus 5. So we'll take this new A and new D, not from the original one, but the one which we have taken the new AP where we've reversed the AP. So we take the common the first term from there and the common difference, the new one, where we have changed the sign. So this is 253 minus this would be 95. Now 253 minus 95, let us solve this one. So we are going to get 8 here, and then 4, 5, 158. We will get positive 158. So the 20th term from the last in this AP is given by is 158. The 20th term from the last of the given AP is 158. I hope students this question is clear to all of you. Okay, so we have practiced enough questions based on the nth term formula, and in tomorrow's class we'll discuss I think we're left with 4 more questions that's given on page number 107. So we'll discuss these questions in the next class, and there are 2 word problems also here. And once we wind up this, I'll start with the sum of the n terms of the AP. So that also I'll introduce in the next class.